Hello. Everybody loves a love story, especially one that crosses cultural or class divides. The wedding of 2018 was most definitely that of HRH Prince Harry and Miss Meghan Markle, American actress and TV star. Since their relationship became public, every interview or photo of them makes it clear they're head over heels in love. Obviously, they're going to be at the heart of gossip and speculation from now on. Astrologically, there are plenty of good things about their partnership and a few challenges. In the horoscope, the sun is the masculine principle and the moon is its companion feminine principle. Both men and women have an inner feminine and an inner masculine. He has the sun in Virgo, while Meghan is sun Leo. These are not traditionally compatible signs, but in fact each has something important to learn from the other. Leos occasionally need to be reminded it isn't all about them, and Virgos need to big themselves up a bit from time to time. But in relationship compatibility, the ascendant is vital, so the planet that rules the ascendant is also crucial. Harry has Leo rising and Meghan has Cancer. Leo is ruled by the sun and Cancer by the moon, and this is a very sweet symbol of the alchemical marriage of Sol and Luna, man and woman. Neptune, the planet of romance, idealism, imagination, and the transcendence of the here and now, are in the same sign and close in degree in both charts as they are so close in age. Both have moon signs that are ruled by Venus. Harry has Taurus moon and Meghan has a Libra moon. His moon aspects her sun. And as they are both fixed signs, there's a difference in temperament, but this can give a relationship a little bit of spice. Meghan's moon in the fair-minded and relationship-focused sign of Libra makes a close connection to both Saturn and Jupiter. She's a naturally warm-hearted person, but the fear of rejection is also ever present. She is a faithful and steadfast woman who may have been hurt in the past. The moon stands for women in general, and this pattern in her third house of communications is demonstrated by her human rights work focusing on women's issues. Harry's moon in Taurus, another feminine sign, is close to his midheaven or public persona. This indicates they could form a great partnership and a real force for good. The chart of their relationship shows Uranus and Jupiter in the house of ideals and the collective. Jupiter and Uranus together really want to shake things up and make things better for humanity. Obviously, as royalty, they can't make any legislative changes at all, but they can use the power of their positions, and it must be said, fame and glamour, to highlight issues that are close to their hearts and bring about positive change. Remember Harry's mother? Diana used the media interest in her to the max and changed minds on so many issues. Harry's communications planet Mercury makes a fabulous link to Meghan's moon. They're able to express their feelings openly to each other. This is a wonderfully intimate connection that really does bode well for the future. Venus and Mars are the planets of attraction and desire, and they clearly fancy each other like crazy. Meghan's Venus is in Virgo, close to Harry's sun, and linking beautifully with his moon. Harry's Venus sits right at the bottom of Meghan's chart, in the most secret and intimate section where she retreats to feel at home. All these Venus links give them a feeling that this was meant to be, and that they had known each other forever, or even in another life. After all, Harry did say when they were on their first televised interview that when he met her, the stars must have been aligned. Meghan's Mars position is quite interesting. Mars is the warrior planet, enabling us to go out and get what we want. Her Mars is tucked away behind the ascendant in the sign of Cancer, traditionally a tricky position and sign for Mars. However, it not only makes a strong link to her Aries midheaven, it's also its ruler, and both points link to Uranus, planet of excitement and innovation. She's sparky on the surface but has a real soft centre, and she wants to make a difference. Her Mars makes a brilliant aspect to Harry's Saturn, planet of stability and structure. She'll feel confident that she can rely on him. He makes her feel safe, and he likes to do so. Harry's Mars is in Sagittarius, the sign with the roving eye, and his younger days were definitely spent roving around. It's also very close to Uranus and provides passion and a real sense of manliness and strength. She appreciates this, and he likes to be her protector. Mars also links to his moon, and he seems to have found a way to access his moon, and that connects him to his own inner feminine energy, intuitively understanding and appreciating the power and value of women. He's not a male chauvinist. I'd just like to say a little bit about the combination chart for Meghan and Harry. Its ruler is Saturn. This indicates staying power. After all, the first flush of love is all very well, but then they've got to live together. And while they're certainly not going to face the kind of financial or security challenges that us ordinary folk have to face, they are permanently in the public eye. With Saturn one side and Pluto on the other side of the midheaven, they will face some opposition as well. In fact, it's already happened with Meghan's dual heritage, a talking point. The moon in this chart is in Cancer in the 7th house. The moon represents the public, and the 7th house is our relationship with and attitude to others. This is a great position for meeting, greeting and shaking a lot of hands, and also catching the mood of the public. They'll probably actually enjoy this in the main. The sun position in this chart is in Pisces and the 2nd house of values, and it symbolises idealism and a lot of shared goals. They're both looking in the same direction as well as at each other. So what's to come for them? Well, since they've met, Jupiter, planet of increase, abundance and divine blessing, has been travelling from Virgo through Scorpio. Meghan and Harry's natal charts have the same pattern in that the majority of planets are situated between the ascendant and the 5th house of fun, romance and children. They've been creating their own private world away from the paparazzi that Harry hates. Together they feel safe and protected by each other. But as the planets are continually moving on, Jupiter will have to surface above their horizons and make them more visible to the public. This happens around the spring of 2020, at the same time as Neptune opposes Harry's Sun and Pluto crosses over Meghan's ascendant. This could be a tricky patch for them as these transits continue with this intensity through the rest of the year. However, there's also good stuff here signified by this. At the end of 2020, while the previous transits are still in play, the November lunar eclipse and December solar eclipse fall on sensitive parts of both charts. Most importantly, Meghan's 5th house Neptune. Could it be motherhood? Uranus is also about to cross Harry's midheaven. His status could change suddenly and dramatically, maybe fatherhood. That would be lovely.